Hey y'all, it's your boy Blade Boss EDC. It's Friday, November 22nd, and it is Fixie Friday. I have a few Fixies in my collection, maybe 10 or more. I don't know. I've been collecting for a long time. So today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to do a comparison video between two generations of the same knife. And they're both fixed blades, and I carry one every day. Okay. Lately, it's been Cerberus knives has been my belt choice for months now. I absolutely love Cerberus, and SPK is one of the other guys that I do collect, and he has a fixed blade. He has a couple. He has the Sasquatch and the Shark. I have a Shark. I have two Sharks. I have the Gen 1 Shark and the Gen 2 Shark. The Gen 1 Shark here, and the Gen 2 Shark here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. Sorry, it's in a case because there's no sheath for it yet. I'm still waiting for Alex to make more. This is a Gen 2 Shark. Okay, completely CNC'd. You have the milling lines. You can see the step down on the blade. His embossed logo. He's using Elmax, which again, I am a huge fan of Elmax steel. You have your plunge grind, you have your sharpening choil, and then just the super straightforward drop point configuration. That's on this one. That's Elmax steel. And this is the Gen 1. He has the same SPK embossed. This one is obviously hand ground, which is a little bit different than the machine grind. You can see there's a big difference in the way that looks. This one is also got some embossing on the back, and it says Vanex. Now, I got this from a buddy of mine. I missed the first Gen 4 Natty drop. I missed. And no. It wasn't the first Natty drop. It was the first Gen 4 Lamia drop I missed, and I got so mad at myself because for some reason I thought Eastern was behind an hour instead of being ahead an hour. So one of the guys in the Discord, we were talking, and he said like, "Hey, I have an extra Gen 1 Shark if you want it." And I'm like, "Yo, yeah," because if you guys didn't know, like, these Gen 1 Sharks don't leave people's collections. They are an amazing knife, and we'll just do a size comparison against one of his other knives, the Lamia. You can see it's a quite bit shorter, and the size overall, though, with the new one is exactly the same, pretty much. So obviously there's differences. You got the hand ground finish on this one. It's Vanex steel. Even being I think it's 5 years old. This is razor sharp. It's razor sharp. Whoever owned this before me really kept the edge super clean, and it is just insanely sharp. It might be my sharpest knife, to be honest. The full flat grind obviously is just bonkers. It's good all around. You slicing, dicing. It's got a thin blade stock, comes to a really thin point up there. It's obviously full tang. This one is red and black micarta. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see. Yeah, you can see the stack on it, the red and the black. This was called the Red Dawn Vanex Shark. You can go on his website. You can look at it. He's got stuff up there from when he used to do order processing. 50 of these were made. 50 units. That's it. That's all he ever made out of the Red Dawn, and I was able to get one. So we have, obviously, some I don't know what you'd call it, some Gullso screws or just some, removable hardware, which took me a really long time. And somebody in the Discord, the SPK Discord, gave me a really good hack on to get these. I have a soldering, like a small soldering iron. I just put the tip, I heat it up. I put the tip directly into the middle. I heat the screw because of the Loctite, and it loosens it up. It was the best advice, and it works every time. You can use it just on tiny screws too. Heat the tip, get it hot, put it on that titanium, let it heat up, and boom. Now these are marine grade stainless. Obviously my Carta is waterproof. I could wash this off. I could oil it up. Matter of fact, I could show you the difference of what it looks like right now if I oil it up. I have mineral oil right here. Give me 1 sec. All right, so check it out. That's the non-oiled up side right there. Okay. There's the oiled up side. And that's just from like one coat. And it's not even really dry, honestly. But you can see that there's a big difference. It can bring the color back. You can wash my Carta out. I think my Carta is probably one of the best materials ever. Just because of how it looks. You have burlap micarta, linen micarta, just all types of different micarta. But this is really sweet. You can really see the coloration when you pull. See that now? That red and black. Yeah, super cool. So there's this one, and then the comparison to this one. Now there is some comparison differences. Obviously the steel, the finish on the blade, and one of the big differences is the handle. This one, he redesigned the handle, and you can see here, we'll do this. You can see here, it's way thick. Okay, now on this side, it stays that same thickness. This side, it comes down thinner. So it's kind of, how do I want to say it, modular, where it's thicker here up at the top and then thinner here, so it tapers. Now, don't get me wrong, that gives you a good feeling in your hand. Confident. He also put this little lanyard on there just in case you know, I don't know, you have massive hands and you need to hold on to something a little bit else. But you can get easily a 4-finger grip on this. I really do like the micarta that he used, just regular micarta. But I prefer the handle shape of the Gen 1. And it's just my preference, how it feels in hand. It's just, I know that he did this is technically like a 3D contour. Well, not exactly. It's not contoured. Or maybe it is. I can't really tell. But because there's 3 dimensions to it, well, maybe it's not. It could just be 2D contoured. No, it's definitely 3D contoured. This one is not. It's just 2D contoured. The scales are exactly the same thickness and width all the way around. This one is not like that. You can see up here, tapers down. Back here, tapers down, comes up thicker. They're both full tang. They're both great knives, both insanely sharp, and both awesome. Okay? These are the 2 sharks. You have your Gen 1 Vanex and your Gen 2 Elmex. Together, you have Jaws. Dun-na, dun-na. But these really are amazing fixies, and I really like both of them. This one I think I prefer a little bit more just because of that hand ground blade. Everybody wants to buy this off me, man. That hand ground. I don't even care about those little scratches and things. That's from the frickin' sheath. I don't really care about that, but look at that. But don't get me wrong. The blade on this is just, they're just so different. It's hard to compare. Both, though, get a massive 10 out of designed functionality, simplicity, hardware use or hardware design. I'm sorry, hardware choices, overall design execution, finishing, and yeah, whatever else. So I don't know. If you guys have any thoughts, please feel free to comment. But I think the Gen 2, if he'd round off this handle just a little bit more, it'd be awesome. The Gen 1, love it. I wish he would do some more hand ground. I know he really doesn't like doing hand ground. He does, and he's fucking so good at it, dude. His hand ground stuff is just so sought after. But he loves doing those step downs, because honestly, look how sexy a step down looks. I'm sorry. Anyway, you guys, SPK Shark Gen 1, Gen 2. If you guys have a chance to grab one, please do. And remember, today, both generations are getting a 10. I think, okay, Gen 1, 10, Gen 2, 9.8, only because the handle's just not my type of. It's good, but I don't know. I don't know can't really place my finger on it, but both really amazing knives, and I'm really glad I have both of them to be able to compare, because not everybody does. So anyway, you guys, SPK Shark Gen 1, Gen 2, your boy Blade Boss is signing off for the night. And don't forget, put a fixie on your belt and put a knife in your pocket. Have a great day, y'all.